Thomas, what was your assessment of that this afternoon?
Well, I think, like in the last final in Carabao Cup, it's again, no regrets. I told the team that I'm proud. I was proud before. I was happy before the match to arrive with this group. And we were sure that we are competitive and we can make life very difficult for Liverpool. We did again. We struggled in the first 15 minutes. And then we were excellent through the whole match. We have now 240 minutes of final time and play 0-0 against maybe the most dangerous attacking team in the world. So created also a lot of chances. We deserve it as they deserve it as well. And again, we lose in penalties, so we're disappointed, of course, and we are sad at the same time proud because we left everything what you need. I was sure we win today. I was sure before, and I was sure during the match that the momentum is today on our side, and I was sure until the very last minute. And unfortunately, I was not right. So we have to digest it and keep on going. It's life in sports.
Hi, Thomas. What happened with Timo, and also when did you find out that Kai Havertz wasn't going to be able to be involved?
Well, Kai, we did the last test with Kai. He did not train yesterday because of hamstring problems, and he didn't train yesterday because he thought if he trains, he would injure himself. So we tried everything, left him out, tried medically everything, did the last test today in the morning. Was not better, was not possible. And Timo had injured or like whatever, felt uncomfortable during warm-up and said he cannot play.
Was that hamstring as well? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a really impressive defensive performance. It looked like Thiago Silva picked up a knock early on and didn't really have much option but to play through it. That was a good part of it.
Yeah, of course. No options today. You saw it was clear that in some moments we will suffer. Unfortunately, we suffered in the first 15 minutes straight away. We looked nervous, tense. I mean, we play also like with one day less in recovery. We had a away game against Leeds on Wednesday and play again 120 minutes. But it was clear that we will suffer against this team during minutes. But we recovered. We managed to stay in the match, maybe purely because of excellent goalkeeping performance from Edu, but it can happen. And then we digged in, and then we got better and better, more confident, found solutions, and created chances ourselves. But yeah, like everybody's in pain. There is no way that you escape this game without pain. To impress new owners? No, honestly, I don't think. We try to impress in the way what we do, and we do it with full commitment and with passion. And this is what we do, and we play to the very limit with one of the best teams in the world at the moment. We did it now like 5 times in a row against them, and we did it again today. So I'm pretty sure that it was again I was pretty impressed at the sideline from both teams and the way how to play with the commitment and the quality to play a final. So I was pretty impressed of both teams, and didn't think about to impress somebody else. We wanted to impress ourselves and take what we thought that we deserve, given the circumstances in which we arrive here, and we thought we deserve it, and we were ready to take it, but didn't take it, unfortunately. Ruben injured? Because we take him off? No, that was purely for penalties. Yeah, Ruben has not a good history in statistically, and Ross has, so that was purely down to the penalties. Yeah. Yeah, harder, but not impossible, but for sure harder. Of course, it's like this. And maybe the best way about it is to be honest. We have now two days off, and then we need to prepare. Of course, the season is not finished because we have goals to reach in Premier League, and yeah, this is sometimes hard, sometimes it's good. But it is what it is. So life goes on, and it will go on latest next Thursday when you're in the middle of the ring at Stamford Bridge. And yeah, we have still stuff to play for, but it will be a bit harder than coming with a trophy and of course the confidence of a big win. Yeah. I think we proved 4 times this season that we can produce peak performances to compete with them on this kind of level, that show all the results were deserved and could have gone in our way as it could have gone in their way. So we produced these kind of peak performances against them. The difference for me at the moment throughout the season, they can do it on Wednesday again, and then they do it on Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday again. And we struggle. They have a bigger squad available. They arrive with everybody except for Fabinho, everybody fresh and in the rhythm. In a final like this, we struggle. I think we have 3-4 players out. N'Golo Kante had 1 training session in a 50% intensity. Mateo Kovacic plays with an ankle. I didn't know that this is possible, that you can fit into a shoe. So this is what it is, and this is where the gap comes from. They can produce these kind of performances obviously more often. They built this team for many years now and improved it. So this is where the gap is, and the sanctions didn't make it easier for us to close it. Will not make it easier for us, and that's why, given the circumstances where we come from, and will be first of all we need to finish the season, and then let's see.
We do 2 more, and then we'll do a quick Mondays here, and then there to finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we need to. It heavily depends on what we do in the next 2 games and where we end up. And then I will give you my honest opinion about it. But I think we reached now consecutive domestic finals. We reached FA Cup final last year. We reached this year Carabao final. We reach again FA Cup final. Okay. Nobody can promise. I will not promise you any victories, and what we promise we can deliver. This is input and heart and passion and commitment, and living up to the fullest, to have no regrets. And this is what we do, and we will not stop in doing it. But yeah, like I said, I mean, they have awful lot to play for. They are in this kind of spirit where like everybody is available. They built this team for a long time. They are very, very, very consistent, and we are in the opposite situation at the moment. Given the sanctions, players are leaving, and yeah, this is like to arrive then in a final like this, play against Liverpool and play like this. You have the feeling, of course, I wear a Chelsea shirt. You have the feeling that we deserve it if we bring out a performance like this the 2nd time in a row. I'm not saying they did not, but I thought we deserve it a bit more, maybe, given how we arrive. And unfortunately, I have nothing to prove in my hands, but we will keep on fighting.
Okay, last one before we do a quick Monday.
Jurgen Klopp was very complimentary about you at the end of the game. He said that he has mentality monsters in his mentality monsters in blue. What gives you hope that next year you can take this group and you could win trophies with that mentality?
I think we have everything to what it takes to win trophies. We proved it, by the way. I just had a colleague from you who I don't know if I heard it right, who wanted to convince me that we have a trophy-less season. But we have a World Cup and the European Super Cup. I take this as a trophy-less season, and I don't feel sorry that it was like in the beginning of the season or winter. We did everything to win these 2 matches. I mean, okay, we have to accept that there's an opponent, and they deserve also to win these matches, and they did it. Like I said, maybe it suits us, like giving the run in Champions League last season and the FA Cup final last season, and now again we were good in Champions League. We were very strong in both domestic cups. We can produce peak performances, and we have the mentality in the club to shape the mentality of the players to have these peak performances. But over the last years, Man City and Liverpool proved that you have to obviously deliver that on a level of consistency that we don't have, and we struggled with it. So we need to find it, build it, create it. I don't know, but it's a bit harder given the last month.
Okay, there.